the meeting is for everyone.
Yes, the meeting is for everyone.
But she's in school right now. How will she join?
I don't know. It's true. I don't know, but I think she'll join soon. Anyway, this is like a general Zoom, Abby. I'm using it as private video call. Voila! I did not expect to see you here. I was very surprised when I saw you, honestly.
Round four.
Hello?
All right, it's time. Good evening, everyone. I hope you can all hear me. Can you all hear me, please? Am I audible?
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much, Favor. Okay, let's take a few minutes to wait for those that are still trying to log in to the session. As we all know, it's the third quarter of Jiipcc Mentorship and Internship program. And today we are having the onboarding session, and I'll be moderating the session for today. On this session, I'll be taking us through a few things that I posted on the or the group chats that you guys are supposed to learn about before starting the program. And I'll also be taking any questions from anybody that do not understand any part of the messages I've sent since yesterday. For those of us that are in this meeting, kindly do well to brief your colleagues or your teammates that will not be able to make it to the meeting today. And I think I've also live streamed the meeting for today. So anybody that missed can always go to our Jiipcc page on YouTube to go and watch the meeting. So quickly, I'll start.
It's tasty, but it's peppery.
Wow. Kindly mute yourself. If you are not if you are not supposed to be talking, please kindly mute yourself. Thank you very much. Good afternoon once again. To everybody just joining the meeting, my name is Hussein Mahadi, and I'll be moderating the onboarding session for Jiipcc third quarter of the mentorship and internship program on 7 courses, which are artificial intelligence, IP, AI, fintech, entertainment business and law, health tech and law, and the energy industry. These are the 7 courses that we'll be offering in Jiipcc mentorship and internship program for this quarter, which is the third quarter of the program. And on this session today, I'll be giving us an example on how to share our screen on Zoom. I'll also be sending a format for posting after every mentorship session. As we all know, we'll be having a mentorship session every weekly for each of the programs. I believe we all know the time by now. I'll be sending us some topics, which I'll also be grouping everybody on the group to different groups, different subgroups, and also be assigning the group leader and other tasks to the group members. You guys are supposed to make research together, make PowerPoint presentation, and when we are on the weekly Zoom meeting where our mentors will also be available, the presenter for each group will be making a presentation. So I'll also be sending, I said the next thing I'll be doing is sending a format after this session on the WhatsApp group chats on how to post on social media. And the last thing, I believe we all know how to do that. I believe if you also don't have a LinkedIn account, we encourage that you get a LinkedIn account, you set up a LinkedIn account, because that's one of the social media platforms that we usually engage more on Jiipcc Mentorship and Internship Program. That's where we'll find most, if not all, almost all our mentors will be there. So when you post on LinkedIn, you can tag our mentors, you can also tag Jiipcc and your fellow colleagues. So I'll start by sharing my screen. I'm using an iOS device. So it's pretty similar for iOS device and also Android device. And for those that are also using laptops to share screen during the meeting, you can just watch a short clip on YouTube to teach you how to do that. I can see some of us are already adhering to the instruction I posted on the group by renaming your Zoom name on this meeting. Thank you very much for those of us that have done that. And if you have not done that, I can see somebody with Samsung SM. You can just rename it to it will take your device name on default, so you can just rename it to your rename and your surname. And somebody here is also using iPhone, so you can just rename it. Thank you very much for doing that. This would help us take attendance during each mentorship session. So quickly, I'll be sharing my screen so that we can all see how to share screen for those of us using iOS device. It's pretty the same thing for those of us also using Android and laptop. So I think on the options bar at the bottom of your screen, you'll see a share screen there. So you just click on the share screen, and I start sharing my screen now. You will all be seeing my screen in a few seconds. I believe you can all see my screen right now. Okay. As you can see, I'm sharing my WhatsApp screen. So I'll quickly go to that example of a PowerPoint presentation slide that I shared earlier. That was yesterday. So I'll just click on it and you see, if let's say you are a presenter for any of the courses in any of the weeks, so you can just this is how you share your screen on Zoom. When you share your screen, you can start your presentation by following the content on your PowerPoint presentation and just scrolling on your slides as everybody sees you are also presenting. So it's as easy as that. And when you are done, you can just go back to the meeting and stop sharing your screen. Okay, I can see someone's hand is raised. I'll allow you to interrupt. I can see Mr. Joseph Obo's hand is raised. So, Mr. Joe, I don't know if you have anything to say before I move on.
I have nothing to say. I must have clicked that button in error. Thank you very much, Hussein.
I want you to pray.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Joe. As you all know, Mr. Joe is one of our mentor and also the co-founder of Jiipcc. I welcome him to joining us in the onboarding session today. We can all reach out to him whenever I'm not available on WhatsApp or my colleague is not also available on WhatsApp. If you have any question, if you have any complaint in the course of the mentorship program, you can reach out to us on WhatsApp always. We are always online 24/7. So secondly, what you are supposed to be taking on this session is, okay, I'd say that I'll be sharing the format for posting on the group chats and also just the way we normally tag people on our social media platform. It's the same way you can do it on LinkedIn or on Twitter, either of the accounts that you are using. So just use the @ button. I believe you all know how that @ button looks like, or also the hashtag button to tag either of our mentors or the Jiipcc page on YouTube. And I believe by now we've all read all the instructions I've posted on the group, and I will be open to taking questions from now. If anyone has a question to ask, kindly raise your hand or unmute yourself and ask your question, and I will be taking the answers.
Yes, thank you very much, Hussein. I am Kennedy Izirim, calling from Abuja. I'd like to know the duration of this lecture. I would like to know the duration of this lecture. Thank you.
The duration of the mentorship program is for 7 weeks. Yeah, you'll be having a session every week for 7 weeks. Yeah, that's the duration.
Okay, you mean once in a week? Once in a week.
Each mentorship session is always we host once in a week. On the sessions, you come to present, and our mentor will also lecture you guys on the topic for the week. You guys will have the opportunity to ask questions to the mentors. So we encourage that during your research, you prepare your questions before. Some of the questions you will be submitting, and if you also have any live questions during the sessions, you ask our mentors. So we are having the session once a week for 7 weeks before you guys will be getting your certificates at the end of the 7 week.
Okay, now per class, how many hours?
Okay, it depends on the way the class goes, but it's a minimum of 1 hour 45 minutes. Depends on how many mentors we have for a class and how our mentors take their time in explaining the topics to everyone.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm still taking questions, so I encourage everyone to ask questions in anywhere you don't understand.
Good afternoon, Hussein.
Good afternoon.
My name is Ifesnachi Abasi. So I have a question to ask. So when I went through the rules, the procedures of the lectures, are we to make these presentations and researches before the lectures, or after the lectures. I want to understand how the presentation works out, please.
Okay. Like the program starts next week. So after this meeting, I'll be sending in topics for next week. I'll also be grouping everybody, be selecting a group leader. So you guys will the group leader will create a sub WhatsApp group chat to add everybody on his group. I will be tagging everybody in the WhatsApp group chat. So you guys will make research that's the whole group chat, the whole team that I grouped in one group. You make research on the topic. You make PowerPoint presentation on the topic before that day, which is next week, right? So you guys will make research. You fix a time, just like this Zoom meeting we are having now. You guys can make it a WhatsApp call. You can make it a Google Meet or a Zoom call like this. You guys fix a time that is convenient for everyone on the group. You guys will just discuss on the topics. The group leader might just share areas of the topics to everyone on the group to make research and come back with whatever they find, and you guys will compile it together to make a PowerPoint presentation. Please note that while you are making your PowerPoint presentation, you are encouraged to use few words and use pictures, graphs, and other pictorial stuff that you can use to explain whatever you're talking about easily to the viewers. You are encouraged to do that. So once you do that, you ask your questions down before the session. So when our mentors come, our mentors are also sent the topics before the session, so they'll also be prepared. Some of them will have presentations too when they come for the session that day. So while our mentors make their own presentation, I also lecture you guys on the topic. You guys are also required to submit, present that's your research, all the research the whole group made. You present it to the mentors, and if there is a correction, the mentors have to make, and they'll also be there available to answer your questions. So you guys are actually making the research on the topics before the session. I hope you understand, and I hope that answers your questions correctly. I'm still taking questions.
Yes, I do. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. I'm still taking questions. So,
Hello, good evening, Mr. Hussein. Good evening, everyone.
good evening.
I'm
Good evening, Tope.
Yeah, I want to find out. Based on what I saw, I saw it like you said, mentorship session, meaning that they're going to be training us and teaching us. But then you're talking about doing your own research. So I'm trying to put the two together, understand. Perhaps maybe I'm missing something.
Okay. What I'm trying to say is this: it's a mentorship session, right? But before the session, you guys are given the topics. Okay. Why you are given the topics is actually to train you guys on research, to make you guys have a better research skills, to work as a team with your group members, right? So you guys make research on the topic. You guys come to present on the session. Before you guys are presenting, our mentors will lecture you on the topic first. The purpose of your research and your presentation is to come and show your mentors what the whole group have come up with on the topic. And we always know that the mentors will always have something to correct you guys on your research and also on the presentation. I don't know if you understand me.
Yes, I do.
So before your presentation on that day, the mentors will be telling you about the topic, where you guys are always encouraged to take down what the mentors are lecturing you on, take notes, and also just take down any questions you have. So at the end of the session, after the mentors have maybe made any corrections on your PowerPoint presentation, also it's not only on your PowerPoint presentation, they also correct you on any area of the research you guys are getting wrong. So because our mentors are professionals and experts from each field, for the IP, experts from IP, for the fintech, they have years of expertise. So when they come on the call, they always come to share their experiences and their knowledge to everyone on the call. I don't know if you get me.
Yes, I understand.
So part of the mentorship program is to train you on how to make research. That's why you guys are group, and also train you on how to work as a team, how to make group work, and how to make PowerPoint presentation. So when you come to present, our mentors are just there to listen to you and also to correct you. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yes, you are.
All right, thank you very much. I'm still taking any questions. I'm still taking questions. Okay, so while I'm waiting for question, I would also be going through some of the things I've sent to see how I can explain it more to you guys. Let me see. About the articles, I'll also be talking about the articles. So I said here that the articles are not a group work. It's not supposed to be done by all the group members. Although when you are selected to write an article on the topic for the week, after you make your personal research and write your personal articles, you are supposed to share it with the group members to see. They can just see if there's any correction they can make for you before you send the articles to us. So there's a link to send your article, and where you submit your article. From the back end here, I'll be seeing your article, and I'll just make few editing in the article, and I'll be posting them on LinkedIn. While I'm posting them on LinkedIn, I'll also be tagging you. So when I tag you, I believe all your friends on LinkedIn will be seeing your article, and everyone on Jiipcc's platform will also be seeing your article on Jiipcc platform. So you are encouraged to write your article, make in-depth research, submit your article to your group members to just see and look through it. If there's any correction, they can help you and correct. Then I think there's also a format for the article, which is make it a Word document, not PDF or PowerPoint presentation. Make it a Word document. So there's the PowerPoint presentation that the group is supposed to make in general, like the group work, which is the group research, while there's an article which is supposed to be submitted in Word documents. There should be a title, there should be the author's name, that's your name, there should be an abstract, the body of the article, and there should always be a reference. If I find any article that is submitted without reference, I don't post it. So we encourage that you always put reference in your article. Then maybe justification, you just justify the word. But even if you don't do that, that's part of the editing I'll be doing from the back end. But the most important thing is that there should be abstract, and there should also be reference. Reference is the most important. Anything you are writing on your article, there should always be reference at the bottom, so I can know that this is where you get this from, so that I'll be able to post. But if I don't see any reference, I won't be posting your article. So that's just that about the article. And also, during the group research that you guys were making every week, we encourage that while you are making research, I believe it will be a very interactive session on your various subgroup chats. So we encourage that you guys come up with questions in areas that you do not understand. These questions will be submitted while you are submitting your PowerPoint presentation also. So this question will also be answered during the mentorship session. I don't know if everybody is understanding what I'm saying.
All right, sir. I have a question. Good afternoon, sir.
All right. Good afternoon.
Yes. Okay. Yes, my name is Ivie. I have a question. So actually, two questions. First off, you said that if we had questions before the session, we can also bring our questions. Is it that do we bring them to the session, or we send them alongside the article? Alongside the article.
The PowerPoint presentation.
Sorry, alongside the PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, well, if you have any questions before the session, you are encouraged to send it alongside the PowerPoint presentation. So you're encouraged to send it. But and on the course of the program, while our mentors are are giving their talk, are lecturing us on the Zoom meeting like this. If you now have any area you don't understand from whatever the mentor is saying, or whatever maybe the fellow presenter, if you are presenter one and maybe presenter two is presenting on another area of the topic and you do not understand, you can ask the question on that area directly on the call. Those are the questions we take during the live sessions. But those questions you sent before the session, our mentors will also treat them during the session. I'll be taking the next question.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't get the first part of the answer. My network lagged. You said that we can send it alongside the PowerPoint presentation.
Yes. While you are sending your PowerPoint presentation, through the PowerPoint presentation link, I'll also be sending it on the day you are supposed to, the deadline you're supposed to submit your PowerPoint presentation. I'll be sending the link where you click on and you submit your PowerPoint presentation. There's a column for questions for mentors. I don't know if you understand. There's a column for question for mentors. So all the questions that the group came up with during the research and during the interaction, before you guys made up that PowerPoint presentation, you are supposed to submit the questions there before the session.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. Then the second question, I think you clarified it. So the group assignment is the PowerPoint slide. Then the personal assignment is the article, right? Am I right?
You are supposed to make the article. Yes, you are making the article personally, your personal research, but you can submit the article before you submit it through the link. You can just send it to the group chat. That's your subgroup chat where your team members are. You can send it there for them to visit it and make any corrections. Then before you send it through the link. But note that while you send it through the link, once you submitted, and we receive it, we'll be posting it weekly on LinkedIn channel. We're posting it on our LinkedIn page and we'll also be tagging you. So your article will be out there for everybody to read and for everybody to see.
Thank you very much, sir.
That's the answer to your question. I think someone also asked a question on the chat box. I can't see the person's name. The person's name is showing Infinix Hot 6. So kindly rename your device from Infinix Hot 6 to your real name. Thank you very much as you do so. I said I would like to know if we would be getting a scheme of work for the course. Yeah, you'll be getting a scheme of work for the course. I'll take that upon myself. I'll take the scheme of work from week 1 to week 7, everything. I'll just compile everything and send it to the various group chats, while we'll be taking them weekly. Like I'll be sending a scheme of work so you just know all the topics we are taking for the program, but you'll be taking them each topics every week. So there'll be a scheme of work. I think I've answered that question. If you can't unmute yourself and ask your question, you can just ask it also on the group chat, the meeting chat. So I'll just take the questions from there. And there's an absence link here also that I'll be talking about. If you know that you are going to be absent for any mentorship session due to any emergency, or if you are sick, you can send me a message or send Mr. Joe or my colleague Amina a message. And you can also send a message to your group leader. For some of us that will not be, maybe you are sick and you are supposed to be the one to make PowerPoint presentation for that week, and you are sick or there's an emergency where you are, you just inform me or inform your group leader for the week. Then you also fill in the absence link. If absence form, you fill in the absence form. And there's also the private mentorship sessions. So this activates immediately after the first mentorship session. I believe on every mentorship session you meet different mentors. So while you meet a mentor and you want to interact further on a personal level with the mentor, maybe a one-on-one level, you want to gain more insights on the area, you want to ask more questions to the mentor personally, you can just also sign up for the private sessions or 30-minute one-on-one private mentorship session with your favorite mentor, the Jiipcc Mentorship and Internship program. And kindly note that this session would also cost you differently. So while you are signing up, I believe you will get all the information you need from that private mentorship session. But it is mainly for anyone who is interested in having a personal session with either of the mentors you meet during the course of the program. So I think I've also explained that. The teamwork, every group is encouraged to work as a team. Where someone that is supposed to maybe compile the PowerPoint presentation is not on seat, is sick or has an emergency leave, you can step in as a group member for that person. You can help the person. That's the main idea behind making you guys in teams, like in different groups. So you just why somebody is not available, you step in for that person, you help that person when the person is not available. So we encourage that. We always do that to just make sure that all the tasks are met at the end of the week and before the session. And also we'll be giving weekly award. We'll be making flyers of the best team. As we all know, we are taking this. The criteria for the award is your teamwork for the week, the quality of your PowerPoint presentation, how beautiful your PowerPoint presentation is. Kindly note that anyway you make your PowerPoint presentation, we will be requiring our mentors during the session to comment on it. So we'll be using some of the comments from our mentors. If your PowerPoint presentation is very beautiful, our mentor will applaud your PowerPoint presentation and tell you that, okay, your PowerPoint presentation is top notch, is well done. So we take these criteria to grade the weekly award. The presenter, if your presenter for the week does not have much knowledge on the topic, that will give you guys a poor mark from the presenter. So we encourage that the presenter knows exactly what he or she is presenting and have an in-depth knowledge on the topic or on the research you guys made for the week. And also quality of questions. We also look at some teams. We'll encourage that you ask questions on every topic that we are having mentorship session on every week. So we encourage that you ask a lot of questions so that any area that you don't understand, you'll be able to get answers from our mentors and you understand perfectly. So these questions also make our mentorship session very interactive. So we encourage that your group asks a lot of questions. So that's for the criteria for the weekly award. So anybody that wins the weekly award, or the group will be the whole group members. Will create a beautiful flyer for you guys. We'll post it online and tag all of you so you can share with your friends, so that they can all upload your great work during the week. I'm still taking questions. I believe some people are just joining the call, so they are taking questions in any area you do not understand.
Good evening. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
I don't know if I can ask my question now.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
My question is on the time to join, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Depending on how.
Okay.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sometimes we may be in court at that particular time and we are unable to join, or we are not with our laptop. Can we always connect with maybe use the AirPod with our phone? Because one of the when I was reading through this before I joined, I saw that we must be active having a video coverage for a particular time.
Yes.
Your matter may not be called on time.
We encourage everyone to turn on their videos. Every session is streamed live on YouTube. So we encourage everyone to turn on their videos and also to enable our mentors to see you and know you through your face. So we encourage everyone to put on your videos. I believe one of the things you can do is on every mentorship session, you try and be in a very a clear area where you can turn on your video, and you can use a earpiece if you are not, let's say if you are not the one presenting for the week. If you are the one presenting for the week, I believe you are encouraged to be in a very quiet place where other people's voices will not be echoing while you are presenting. But if you are not presenting, you are just encouraged to be in a clear background where your video will be seen and where you can, if you can't talk, you can just type in your questions on the chat box and also react through the chat box during the group the weekly sessions. So I believe that answers your questions, right?
No, sir, not perfectly. I mean, we're in court.
Okay.
There is no how you can turn on your
Okay.
your camera. The only thing is I can only hear. Maybe for some
But you can't talk.
you said what you can't show until we leave the premises. Our
Okay,
phone has
but
not.
will you be in court? Will you be in court every 12 o'clock?
No, I'm not saying every time. I'm just saying,
Okay.
it's a Wednesday thing. Depending on the schedule of work, I'm asking for myself because sometimes you may be in court as a junior lawyer. So many cases have to be called, maybe it could be signed and all. So at that time, maybe you might not have finished your matter. So that was why I asked that
Okay,
question.
I think that can be excused. Yeah, that's in that circumstance, you can't be excused for not putting on your video. And also, I believe in every session, there's a time we encourage everyone on the call, and there's a must that you put on your video because we'll be taking screenshots of. There's always a picture time where we take screenshots because we post every session on our LinkedIn page. So you can just put on your video for let's say 1 minute or 2 minutes. So we can just take screenshots of everyone on the call and we can post. So I don't know if you can do that at that time, but it's encouraged that everyone puts on their video during the picture time. But if you are in court and you will not be able to put on your video throughout the session, that can be excused. But during the picture time, you are always encouraged to put on your video so that we can capture you and also take attendance from there.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
I believe that answers your question. Right. I can see Ude. Ude's hand is raised, so I will give you the floor to ask your question.
I was just wondering whether we'll be able to get the video for this meeting because I came in a bit late. I was in another meeting, so that I can get abreast of what had discussed before I entered.
Yes, you can get a video on it. Exactly everything we've discussed from the onset of the program. As you can see on the call, you can see somewhere at the top left corner of your screen where it's showing you that the call is live. So we are streaming live on YouTube right now. So you can just go on our LinkedIn YouTube page, search for Jiipcc, and on our YouTube page. I believe this video will be the first video because it's the latest video on our YouTube page, and we are just doing it right now. If you're using a YouTube, so if you can watch us directly from YouTube, but you'll not just be able to talk until you are in this session. So you can always go back on YouTube and see this session and listen to everything we've discussed.
Okay, so that's the first question. Second question, I broadcasted this mentoring program on my network, and I want to know, for those who are interested, how soon will they join in? I understand the program is supposed to officially start July 7th, I think. Can they join before that date, or is it too late?
It's not too late to join before that date. You can join now, and I believe when I started this session, this call, I was encouraging everyone on the call to, anytime anybody joins the call, their group, they can always brief the person on everything that they've been told before that time the person joined. Personally, for myself, whenever I add you on the group, I go back to forward all the messages that I've sent on the group to you personally on your DM. I send it to you so that I will target that this is everything you've missed before now. So I'll just send everything to you so that you can go through it personally. Then you will also be added to the group chat. So it's not too late. We are still taking in mentees until that first day that we are having that first session, which is next week.
Okay, thank you.
All right, I'm still taking questions before we go for today. I can see Olabi's hand. Olabi Mariam. Olabi, are you still on the call with us? Okay, Olabi, are you still on the call with us? Okay, Olabi, are you still on the call with us? Okay,
Hi, yes, I am.
All right. Do you have any question?
No, I don't have any questions for now.
Okay, Musab Awal is also raising his hand.
Okay. Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Musab. Nice to see you again.
Mr. Hussein, my question is basically, I want to ask, the last time I participated in this program for the first quarter this year, and it's related to AI. So when this advert was sent, I thought that it's going to be different thing. So, but I don't know, is it the same thing with the one that we had in the first quarter, or is different?
It's the same. It's the same for AI. Or it's just the only difference is the partnership we had with John Cabot University and also the mentors that we'll be having from that university that will be coming to take the topics.
Okay.
So our mentors will be different,
Yes.
but the topics are still the same. And the syllabus
Still
is
the
still
same thing. Yes. Then what of the certificate? The certificate is going to be both Jiipcc and the university, right?
No, the certificate is Jiipcc alone, but we'll also be making an announcement if we concluded on adding John Cabot's partnership on the certificate. Also, we'll be making an announcement on the AI group before the end of the program.
Okay, so no problem.
You'll know before the end of the program. Thank you very much.
Okay, I will try my best to be part of it. Though some days I will be having lectures on from 3 to 4, but I will try my best to be joining the classes because I have started my master's in ICT law and policy. So I believe I need this more than any other person.
All right, congratulations. Thank you very much. Nice to see you once again.
Thank you, sir. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful. Thank you, sir.
We are still taking questions. Anyone who has any question, you can raise your hand. You can send the question in the chat box, or you can just unmute yourself since no one is talking.
Okay, I have a question, Mr. Hussein. So I want to find out if there are in the master class, we're going into the aspect of coding at all, if there is something like that as part of our course synopsis.
No, I don't. We are not going to go into coding in the syllabus. As I said earlier, I'll be sending the syllabus to everyone on the call. I'll be sending it on the on your various group chats, so you see all the courses that we'll be having for all the weeks on the program. But coding is not among.
Okay. Then my second question is, in the space of AI and its applications, I think most of us I'm seeing are Nigerians. Are there going to be like specific application or job opportunities as regard the application of AI in various sectors?
Okay. At the end of each program, we send out a link to each of our mentors, to which entails the mentors are always encouraged to send in any job opportunity through the link to us here at Jiipcc. While we from Jiipcc, we'll also be sharing it to the group chat. So if there's any criteria for the job opportunity, our mentors will indicate, then sending it to us through the link. But it's always at the end of the program, that is after the program, when you guys are getting your certificates, we send a link to our mentors. Our mentors fill the link and also indicate if they have any job opportunity at their place of work, or either they have any connection they want to extend to their mentees. So they'll be sending it to us, and we'll also be dropping it on the various group chats. So with the criteria, so if you see that you are qualified for either of the job opportunity, you can just reach out to the mentor from the link we'll be sending.
Okay, and then my final question I'm seeing on the flyer of the program, I'm seeing that the mentors are they have they're directors in research institutes. They have most of them have their PhDs. So I want to find out, is there going to be like, do some of us want to research, do our PhDs in AI also? So I want to find out if there will be such opportunities too.
That's one of the reasons why anything outside the context of the course outline for each program, we encourage that our mentors, mentees, sign up for the one-on-one session with our mentors so that you can get direct answers to these questions from the mentors and also connect and network with our mentors. So there's always that opportunity is open from the moment you sign up for the program, even after the program, anytime you want to reach out to any of the mentors, you can always sign up for the private mentorship session. So the private mentorship session it now depends on your schedule with a particular mentor that you want to connect with. So if you guys are scheduling to meet once a week or once a month, just sign up for the private mentorship session. You just get every information, every detail.
Okay,
I don't
thank
know
you
if
very
that
much.
answers your question.
Yes, it did. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So I'm still taking any question before we close the session for today. And I also encourage everyone on the call to brief and give a recap to the new mentees that will be joining the group. That's those that have not been added to the group by this time and who do not have opportunity to be on this session. We'll be meeting at our meeting dates from next week. Just go back to your form and clear your calendar for those days that you have been told that you'll be having the mentorship session. You can just clear your calendar for 2 hours maximum, so you can be on the session for 2 hours. I'm still taking questions and I'll be ending the call anytime soon. Thank you very much, everyone that made it to today's session. I'll be taking screenshots of the session for today. So I encourage everyone to put on their camera as we speak. Thank you very much as you do so. And please smile for the camera. Thank you very much. Tope, also Jiipcc and her friend were gisting on the call when we started. So we don't encourage that. Please, if you want to gist, you can call your friend on on private call and gist with her. Thank you very much. All right, I can see our beautiful faces, our handsome faces. Thank you very much. Smile for the camera. All right. I've taken a lot of pictures and the attendance today is very good. Thank you very much for joining. I hope you guys' questions were answered correctly, and kindly know that anytime you have any question, you can reach out to me. I'm always on WhatsApp, 247. You can reach out to my colleague also. They are always on WhatsApp too. With any question you are having. Hey, I've seen her friend, Ife Sinachi. She was the one shouting at the beginning of the program. All right, thank you very much, everyone, and have a nice day.
Thank you too.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. That's too.
Have a good